Yo, shout out to the hottest chat in the MF and game, A side official. No negotiations needed, period. This is the live weigh ins for the 22nd of February, last crescendo over in the sands of Saudi Arabia, hosted by the one and only Riyadh season. It's going to be some heavy, heavy punches being thrown on this card. Definitely going to be some headbangers in this freaking fight card. Shout out to the GOAT. IOTBA boxing is on deck, man. What's good with it? Shout out to the Spit Bucket podcast. This is going to be a heck of a card with the last minute replacement, Bakole. You know what I'm saying? Add some extra ammunition to an already explosive card. Joseph Parker is no slouch himself. Former world champion. He's been in there with some of the best names. He's had his pluses and minuses. But also we remember Bakole coming off his knockout win over rising contender and future U.S. hopeful Jared Anderson. A lot of people say, wow, when they showed Joseph Parker getting the news, he seemed to be happy. He seemed to be like, yeah, let's go. But in reality, I think once he crossed behind that corner and dipped into his hotel room after it was all said and done, he was probably in the bathroom running a hot shower. And, you know, to rinse all the goddamn pain away that's about to come his way. If he remember. You know what I'm saying? If he remember. You know, he's Samoan, right? He probably went in there, you know, summoned the gods. Because Bakole, that Congo beast is different. That Congo lunatic maniac, that big beast behemoth is different. It's been said through folklore and mythical freaking rumors that he knocked out Daniel Dubois and Oleksandr Usyk, who is the current reigning heavyweight undisputed champion. I don't know. I wasn't there. But he will lock up and grace the square with Joseph Parker today, his toughest competition to date. And also we have, you know, Madrimov, a fighter who was in there with one of the greatest, if not the greatest, fighter of this era in Terrence Bud Crawford. This is a fight for him to prove he was just that good, because many people was up there stating that pretty much, you know, Madrimov with his decorated amateur career and everything and so forth. That's why he gave Crawford, he's going to give Crawford problems. And then after the fight was over, they pretty much said, yeah, Crawford couldn't go in there and get him up out of there. So, paging forward, we look at this chapter in Madrimov's freaking career, and we have to say to ourselves, how's he going to look against Virgil Ortiz, a fighter who has simply ducked the Omaha Monster several times when he was at 147. So, him stepping in there with a common opponent of Crawford, Virgil Ortiz has the better resume, point blank, period. He has more experience and a better resume. But he looked a little shaky. Shaky. Black ice shaky in there with Boychuk. You know what I'm saying? They say Josh Patley is an electrician. Well, goddamn it, Boychuk must have been the mechanic, because he was tossing wrenches and hitting Ortiz in the head, tuning him up real nice. You know what I'm saying? Real nice. To the point where Ortiz was getting up telling the ref, no. No, ain't no knockdown. He was saying no knockdown, y'all. They had to go and run the tape. They had to rewind a bit and say, yes, that is ruled as a knockdown. Now, what we ask you to do is stop influencing the referee, knowing that you got hit with a punch. on your way to the canvas. One of the biggest, widest voids that we have for this fight, this matchup, is not that it's non-competitive. It's who's gonna take more advantage. Is Madrimov being in there with Crawford gonna have the advantage based off the strategy of how they team came up to fight Crawford different than what we ever seen on YouTube from him? Or Virgil Ortiz? He has been in the adversities, right? I don't know if we've seen Madrimov in the adversity Virgil Ortiz has been in, but Virgil's been in there with some hitters, and he is all about the smoke. I'm just wondering how he's going to look in this weight cut. They got Callum Smith that's coming on deck right now. But that fight right there is going to be crazy. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention the main event, which I'm going to get to. But let me ask you this about Callum Smith. Why does Callum Smith look like he's 77.8 years old? What gym he's been training in? What has he been training in the Arctic? Has he been training on the equator? What does it never get dark where he's at? Dude look like he haven't had sleep since middle school. Why does Callum Smith look so goddamn old, bro? His face look like old bus seats. Just wearing, you have them impression lines and just look like he don't put no moisturizer, no shea butter, cocoa butter, any type of butter, margarine, anything, bro. Dude just look old as shit. He made weight though. Buatsi, he's on the scale now. You know, Buatsi, people know of him. 175 pounds for Buatsi. Buatsi, you know, he really need to build up his notoriety. You know what I'm saying? It'd be great for him to go ahead and have a great performance against a former champion like Callum Smith, who in my opinion was the Statue of Liberty when he faced Canelo Alvarez in that fight. I don't know why Callum Smith looks so goddamn old, dog. If he had any kids, you know, his kid probably come out. I know it's 9 months gestation, but his kids probably came out and went straight to college when they were born, for real. If they looked anything like that, they wouldn't even let them in the daycare. Like, damn, this baby looked like they damn 18 years old already. Who's next on the scales? Shout out to everybody that's on deck. Salute to you. The fight card is on deck. Shout out to Jamal Neasy in the building. What's good with it, Neasy? Just a guy on deck. I just remember Callum Smith being as tall as he is against Canelo and just was a statue of liberty, man, and justice for none. For real, bro. He didn't use any of that goddamn range, height, anything. Let's see who's next, bro. Buatsi, this is your chance to go in there and get, maybe earn 4 or 5 more fans, bro. I'm not saying you're a bad guy, but a lot of people don't know who you are, you know, what you're about. They asked Buatsi, what should the fans expect? And he answered correctly. You know, the fans will see tomorrow. I don't know why these guys ask, what do we expect tomorrow? Like you're gonna render the game plan. No one in their right mind is gonna tell you the game plan. Well, our plan is first 3 rounds. We just gonna be patient. Well, you know what I'm saying? We're going to hit him with nothing but power shots. Make sure we sit down and recline on every one of them. You know what I'm saying? Go through the basic fundamentals in the gym, you know, pivoting on the rear foot, all that. And then we're going to start working our jab in the 6th through the 10th round. You know what I'm saying? We're going to work our jab, just stay fundamentally sound. We're gonna do a little hitchings in there. We're just gonna act like we don't have a second hand. We're just gonna use nothing but our jab. There go Bakole. I like this fight, y'all. Bakole's gonna give Zhang the business. I'm telling you. Bakole's gonna give Zhang the business, yo. He is underrated. Bakole is underrated. You know, Ajit Caballero is on deck. Zhang is about to pick up his next loss tomorrow. Zhang is going to be his most dangerous first half of the bout for sure. But Caballero he has respectable cardio. He has underrated hand speed, and as an overall boxer, he's underrated in my opinion. You saw how he broke down Frank Sanchez and the Russian. I forgot his name. He was super flat-footed. I knew he was in trouble. Once they made that fight with Caballero, I knew he was in trouble. Big Bang Zhang on deck. I believe they having this weigh-in outside, y'all. So the fighters have freaking all their sweat top, which is great. I don't think that's smart. You know, fighters can still get sick from today when they're going in to weigh in, right? You know, go ahead and weigh in, be out in the element, and then have to do a face-off. You can get sick, you know. You can get sick just that quick. Caballero, 241 pounds. Ajit Caballero, 241 pounds. Big Bang Zhang, look, Big Bang Zhang comes in damn near 40 pounds heavier at 287, yo. 287 is about to get the brakes beat off his ass. Look, this is going to be the night of elder declivity. All the old fighters in here, they're going to get exposed today. Zhang is one of them. Beterbiev is the other one. Zhang comes in heavier than Fury came in his last fight, 287. And Caballero is 241. He looks in pretty decent shape, though. He's a big dude. You could tell he's tall. His frame is big. That's why he's able to carry the weight like that. You know, Fury, he looks like, you know, a raw dumpling getting ready to get, you know, cooked. That's what Fury looks like, a larvae, you know, is about to hatch. You know what I'm saying? That's what Fury looks like when he's in the ring. Fury look like a soggy croissant. But this is going to be a good fight. Big Bang Zhang and Ajit Caballero. He said he's ready. Let's go. Man, 287. Zhang comes in at 287. Clearly the heaviest fighter on the card. 287. 41 years of age. Zhang comes in at 287. Ajit Caballero, 241. Damn. And I support the older cats, but this is going to be a night in Saudi where the older fighters get exposed, including Beterbiev. Y'all want to use that age composition on all these other fighters when it's feasible and beneficial for you. But tonight, we already seen the omen show its ugly dark side over there in Saudi Arabia. We had two fighters get sick. We had the first scandal blow up over there in Saudi. And goddamn it, it's not going to benefit the older guys today. There's something else going on with this last crescendo. There's something going on with this last crescendo, y'all. The definition of crescendo is the loudest point reached in a gradually increasing sound. The highest point reached in a progressive increase of intensity. The hysteria reached a crescendo around the spring festival. So it's a gradual increase. Madrimov and Virgil T is now on deck. This is the fight that interests a lot of people, y'all. The man who has stepped in there and graced the square with the honorable GOAT, Terrence Bud Crawford. Now he gets to go and put it all on the line and show Virgil Ortiz why they're not on the same level. Not to mention his trainer, Joel Diaz. You know, both of these fighters got future Hall of Famer trainers in their corner. Real talk. I can't believe I'm actually routine for my dream off. You know, when he fought Crawford, and I'll say, Crawford, beat his head in, slap him up now, bang him out. But I'm going for my dream off. I'm going for my dream off in this fight. I like Virgil, though. But Virgil, he should get the same treatment, the same massage of criticism that everybody else get. They get hit, dropped, and all that. But yet they keep on talking. He keeps getting up. He's tough. Shout out to Robert Garcia in the building. Robert Garcia in the building. This is for Virgil's interim title, y'all. This may be the last walk Virgil has before he takes his first loss. Madrimov first on the scales. Looks in great shape. .152.1. 152 for Madrimov. Let me see what Virgil Ortiz sitting at. .153.1. He comes in just a pound over, Madrimov, but both fighters officially under their allowable weight. This is great news. We get to see Virgil Ortiz fight his third fight at 154. At one point in time, Virgil had a 100% knockout ratio. Both of these guys have been in the ring with some top names. Madrimov looks ready to go. Virgil looks ready to go. This is going to be a hell of a fight. I think I see a little area in Virgil's chin. It was leaking out some wet substance. I don't know if it's sweat, saliva. I don't know. It looked real clear. I don't know if it was Gorilla Glue, something like that. If it was Gorilla Glue, I think it's the perfect time to do it early so it can really seal those cracks and fractures, before Madrimov puts a glove to it. Seriously. I'm in all honesty, seriously. I think it's beneficial to get that all taken care of. Madrimov is on the mic. Madrimov say Virgil has a lot of hype coming behind him. He asked how aggressive Madrimov's going to be tomorrow because Virgil was dropped twice in his last fight. What kind of question is that, man? Slap yourself. Madrimov say he's only thinking victory, y'all. Shout out to MKB in the building. Martin King boxing on deck. Virgil say he's ready to go. He's ready to war. Ready for war. He said this is what he feel he's supposed to be at 154. He said we're gonna see tomorrow. I'm checking out his chin and his jawline though, y'all. See if they have some duct tape or masking tape, electric tape. I see any of that at this moment. It looked like they didn't use any type of cement properties, you know what I'm saying, to try to, reinforce that jawline has been exposed and compromised in his last fight by Boachuk. But his skin looks smooth. It looked like they did a great job with the plastic surgery and all that. I didn't see any metal sticking out from his jawline. So Virgil might be good to go, man. I just saw a little bit of clear liquid leaking out. No styrofoam or confetti, no installation, the installation that you put in your roof to warm the home. I didn't see any of that packed in there. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see any packing paper leaking out. I'm curious to see what Bakole weighs in at. Hamzat Shiraz is on deck. He too, they're trying to see if he has a respectable, durable chin in there with Animus. There's a lot of hype behind this guy to take over at 160. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of hype behind Hamzat Shiraz. Hamzat Shiraz. Hamzat Shiraz. They have so much HOPE in this guy. He has the height. He has the skills to do big things at 160. I don't know if he's the goods yet. I don't know. To be honest. I can't assure you. Adonis came in there dressed like he about to head to the mall after the weigh-ins. He has no sweatsuit on. He has a sweater, a crew neck sweater with gloves on. You know what I'm saying? He has some nice optics. He even has his earrings in. I mean, he's really not trying to sell this weigh-in at all. This man has his kicks on and everything. Like he about to head out to a local Foot Locker or something, pick up some kicks. That's crazy. Shiraz first on the scale. Shiraz. 159 pounds. Hamzat Shiraz is on deck official. He will be fighting tomorrow. 159 pounds, and that fight will be contended in the middleweight division. Carlos Adamus. Looking great shape. 158.1. He is the defending WBC middleweight champion, y'all. Make no mistake about it. This is like a ceremonial weigh-in, if anything. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you don't see the fighters all drained and sucked in, because they've somewhat rehydrated. So they're just going through the freaking format and rotation, just like the UFC do ceremonial weigh-ins. The fighters look a bit more healthy. You know what I'm saying? Adamus and Shiraz look ready. They look ready. Let's see if there's no juju left on that WBC belt from Jamal Charlo. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if he didn't leave any bad omen or juju on that belt. His Shiraz, okay, Shiraz. Everybody got a different pronunciation. You're talking to a dumbass right now? Adamus? He said he think Shiraz will be an easy fight for him with his hard work. He asked Adamus what would be the key to knocking Shiraz out. Stupid question. He responded and said, "Coconuts are high, and we have to take them down, so it'll be no difference for him." I mean, we would have been absolutely happy to see Shakur and Schofield, how that face off would have looked. Both fighters having the opportunity to face off for the first time, and it just sucks, man. I wonder if Schofield, Kid Austin still in the building. You know what I'm saying? I wonder if they still in the building. Let's see who next. I'm waiting for Patty the Punisher. I'm waiting for Patty the Punisher. He has an amazing backstory. Staying, disciplined, getting the fight of his life against Shakur Stevenson, already having history with being the B side, supposed to come in there and lose, and he ended up winning. Hey, Shakur Stevenson's up next. Josh Padley, Doncaster, Yorkshire. Paddy looks ready. His hair looks, dead, holding real nice. Nothing's moving. He looked like he had the holding spray on tilt. You know what I'm saying? They had it just the right amount. The electrician is on deck to spark up this freaking weigh-in. He's here to light up the 135-pound division by going in here and sending shock waves through the lightweight division. There goes Shakur Stevenson on deck. I like the focus, man. I like the color grade of the lenses that he having now. I like those. The U.S. WBC lightweight world champion Shakur Stevenson, not to mention the Olympic silver medal champion is on deck. The guy says it's a hell of a task that Josh Patley got. No shit. It's a hell of a task. You better believe it. You better believe it. It's a hell of a task. Josh Patley, the first on the scales. £134, man. Great work, Josh. Josh Patley, the Punisher. I like that. The back tack that he got. It's pretty cool. Shakur done picked up some more tats on his right arm. Shakur came in at 134.1, looking right, looking ready, fit, ready to go in there and defend his belt against a late replacement. To be honest with you people, you know, he's talking to Josh, letting him know, you're not on my level. You get this shot, but you about to feel like you got shot. You about to be down there struggling. You about to be looking up at the ref. I mean, that's if the hand holds up. But they trash talking. Imagine what it would have been with Schofield up there. He's trash talking the shit out of Patley. Patley said, God damn it, if I just had my goddamn bag behind me, my tool bag, I can reach behind and get some goddamn wire. Oh, Shakur pushed his arm away. Oh, okay. Okay. Shakur is shoving Patley all over the place, man. Patley ain't backing down. Patley is not backing down from Shakur. Message to Keyshawn. Your boy, your builder buddy just put hands on there. So, you know, I mean, it happens in the sport, man. Patty didn't back down from Shakur when he pushed him. Shakur did the same thing. He did the same thing that Baranchek did to Keyshawn. But Patty stepped around him and back, let him know, hey, I'm not phased, buddy. Shakur said the same thing we always know he gonna say. He gonna beat his ass, beat his ass, beat his ass, beat his ass, beat his ass. Sam I am, green eggs and ham. He said opponent switches don't do nothing for him. He gonna come and shine. No doubt. We going for Shakur Stevenson to go ahead and get this W. He seemed in good spirits, though. He don't seem like he's mad and grumpy, Shakur Stevenson. He said he promised he gonna remind us how great he is. So I don't know what exactly that means. But if I can, just for 1 minute, those of you in the chat, for 1 minute, think. Can I ask you this, yeah? Just chill for a minute. What does Shakur Stevenson have to do tomorrow night for a last minute replacement, an electrician that is heavily off the scales when it comes to the equal resume of Shakur Stevenson? Clearly, the Olympian has the upper hand, but will he be able to have that internal inside the ropes? What does he have to do? He needs a knockout. Do he need just a dominant performance Please drop it in the chat. What does Shakur Stevenson have to do tomorrow to show people that he is one of the kings of a 135-pound division when it comes to a last-minute electrician? How does he prove to the people that he is him? Does he have to shut the lights off? Let me know. Joseph Parker's on deck. Joseph Parker is on deck. He looks good. He looks rejuvenated. I mean, that's usually how you look when you're conscious. You know what I'm saying? Joseph Parker looks good, man. I ain't gonna lie. Joseph Parker looks energized. Of course, this is heavyweights, but Joseph always looked like he's the happiest man on earth. He's a hard man to dislike. Joseph Parker is one of those fighters. It's hard to dislike Joseph Parker, bro. Mug almost always smiling. You know, he's a decent fighter too. Former world champion. What's his weight? £267. Parker has balanced the scales for tomorrow night. And boy, it's going to be one of the Dolly Brooks of the main card. If you don't know, Daniel Dubois, the IBF heavyweight champion, has since left the building ill. He's back home getting healthy. But then walks in. Someone left the cage open. And the phone call was made. Bakole, the Congo beast, behemoth, will be his opponent. Where's Bakole? Bakole didn't come to the weigh-ins? Bakole didn't come to the weigh-ins, bro. Oh my God. Bakole's still in the air, y'all. Bakole's still in the air. That's not good. That's not good, y'all. Bakole's still in the air. That's not good. That's not good, man. Bakole's not at the weigh-in because he's still in flight. Damn. That sucks. That jet lag ain't no joke, man. He's going to get here today and have less than 24 hours to get ready. I mean, just a little bit over 24, but that's not good, man. I wonder how his body's going to respond once he gets in there with a fighter like Joseph Parker that's already been in Saudi. I don't know what the elevation is in Saudi. I don't think it's anything crazy like Colorado Springs, but oh man, Bakole is still in flight. That sucks. Why does it suck? Because I have personal vested interests monetarily in Bakole going in there and getting Joseph Parker up out of there. And he's still in flight. God damn it. That sucks. That sucks. But God damn it, some tells me I shouldn't worry because them Congo fighters, them Congo in general, I've never seen a person from the Congo that was from the weakest part of the Congo. I never seen them in life. So the final remaining matchup on the card of the last crescendo is, of course, Artur Beterbiev against Dmitry Bivol. Beterbiev is 40 years of age. I welcome Beterbiev to the community of the elders. I believe Beterbiev will figure out The reason why his membership has already been approved, pre-approved, and we already have a rocking chair for him after this fight. I think it's going to show. I think Beterbiev is about to get an awakening, and he's just not going to understand that his body is not the way it was the first fight. That was a tough fight for Beterbiev. You know what I'm saying? So a 40-year-old guy, he's going to have some conversations with his physical anatomy today, especially when you get to that second or third round, man. You're going to have some conversations, man. That arthritis is going to start talking to those bones. You know what I'm saying? Your skeletal system is going to say, listen, you are tough. That is, you are a proven soldier. But today, you have crossed over into the land of no return. You are in the land of the elders. Though you are still actively fighting as a licensed professional fighter and hosting an undefeated ledger, you too today will face your demise. It's only right that we have a trilogy between Beterbiev and Bivol. It's only right. But I truly believe 40 years old for Beterbiev is seeing his better days. And Bivol will prove that to the people. Hopefully no one in the chat is feeling like mullygrubs, all agitated and everything. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just being honest. A lot of you all are going for Beterbiev. And of course, when I met God, he said, you're not perfect, nor do you know the truth about everything. I say, you're right. I'll take that. But is there any way you can give me the power to? I mean, just let me know whenever. Just shoot me a text and let me know if you got, you give me the power to do that shit now. Because I love to act like I'm right about everything. That's what I want to do. I got the perfect platform in YTC to act like I know every goddamn thing. So please let me know. So they brought Michael Buffer on here, of course, the king of announcers. The Buffer family is legendary now. This is the preamble to announcing the main event for the last crescendo in Saudi Arabia Riyadh season. Shout out to Big Turk. "24 hours, the main event." I'm glad this is an undisputed fight. I'm glad all the titles on the line. Bivol looks ready. The more youthful of the two, Beterbiev always looks ready. He always looked like he's a machine, a Terminator. But I really believe that internally, his skeletal system, they already had a meeting, right? For real. His organs, they made a meeting and said, hey, I don't know how we're going to do this. Last time, man, it was tough. I think this is going to be even more intense. Bivol, first on stage. The crowd goes wild. My pick is Bivol. I believe he gets it done. To be honest, I believe he is him tonight against the older, antiquated fighter in Beterbiev. I think Bivol gets it done. He unlocks the key and cracks the puzzle. Not to say that Beterbiev will not be there. He is a machine, a monster. He is proven. He's the undisputed light heavyweight world champion, reigning defending. He's a good guy too, man. I met him when he was on the street, man. Took a picture with him. He's not an asshole like some people I ran into. Good guy. Good guy. The people and they like Beterbiev over there. Why? Why? Should we say why? Is there something? Is there a parallel as to why the people are cheering heavy for Beterbiev? Bivol, you're gonna have to come with it, bro. £174. Bivol balance out the scales and he's ready, official, certified. Now Bivol, the Terminator, the machine, the undisputed light heavyweight champion, looks in great physical condition. £175. What I tell you, fella, 175 pounds. The old man is getting to a point where those pounds are just not falling off like the change in his pocket. No. 175 is telling me that it's getting a bit difficult for the older guy. Intensive stare down. Nobody's blinking. Both men gazing, looking, posted. No blinking at all. To be honest, I don't know if they're even breathing. They might be holding their breath. This is the way a face-off supposed to be, people. This is the way a face-off supposed to be. Yes, sir. Stone face. Two stone face warriors right here. Oh, no handshake at the end. No handshake at all. Bivol walks off. Bivol fades him out. Steps. About face. Gone. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. I have Bivol defeating Beterbiev. And let me ask y'all, I don't know why y'all so scared to say something wrong about Beterbiev. Y'all act like y'all, you know, every other fighter that's old, 36, 37, 38, y'all be counting up all the time. Bivol is 40 years old, going on 45, 46. And y'all act like y'all can't say anything wrong. Shh, 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 please. He might hear you. Bivol say he's just focusing on the fight. The guy asked him what more you have to do this time. He say everything more. Stupid question. What more you have to do this time? Everything more. What better answer, bro? What better answer? He said everything more. Everything more. You know, just like you ask more dumb questions, I give you more intelligent answers. Okay? Okay? Like these fighters are gonna freaking give you their game plan. He said, what can you do more better? And Arthur said, boxing. Another dumbass question. Hey, what can you do better to this fight? I mean, without giving away the plan. Yeah, yeah. You know what I mean? Just give us a little bit. Just give us a little bit, not too much. What's more you gonna do? Where you gonna hit him? Show us. Shadow box. Show us where you gonna hit him more. I mean, come on, man. So that is the weigh-in, people. That was the weigh-in, and let me tell you, that was an intense stare down between Beterbiev and Bivol. That was intense. I'm not gonna lie, that was intense. Both fighters wasn't no. Neither of those fighters are gimmicks. I'm gonna be honest. Neither fighter is a gimmick. They 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 was both stone faced. You couldn't tell who was what when. Um, this is what an undisputed bout supposed to be. Wasn't no trash talking. Some fighters believe they should just trash talk and the fight's already happening tomorrow. So what's the purpose of trash talking? They didn't say anything. Why? Because they already established themselves as soldiers, warriors. They're cut from different cloths, y'all. But Beterbiev, Bivol needs no explaining. Seriously. They need absolutely no explaining as to how this fight is going to be tomorrow. And the wild part about it is that more fans are not really injecting more popularity, more interest into the main event. I'm not gonna lie, I was talking about some undercards, some fights on the UC more than I was talking about them because I guess for me, I know what I'm going to get from Beterbiev and Bivol. That's going to be a hell of a scrap. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be an amazing, undisputed extravaganza, no doubt. But in the micro part of it, the bits and pieces of the UC, you had the scandal, between Shakur and Schofield that people wanted to see. Now you have a guy that comes in last minute replacement, and now they abandon Schofield, and then they jump on Team Patley. Now they jump on Patley to try to give him a bit more energy than he actually can going to have in the fight to get him mentally prepared. But I think Patley is already there mentally. I think he understands it's the biggest fight of his career. But I don't see him going in there beating Shakur. I don't see it happening. My biggest takeaway for Shakur is his performance has to look a certain way. I know Shakur said he don't give a F about the fans. I get it. As a human being, you can have low tolerance for criticism. We see it on the YTC all the time. But if we're talking about on the horizon, your next opponent being Tank Davis, then we need for you to go in here and allow people to get a bit more elevated when they talk about your name, a little bit amplified, bro. Please don't go 12 rounds with Patty the Punisher, aka the Electrician, because man, when it comes to the Tank Davis fight, people gonna look at it as a 70-30 type of fight because you couldn't take out a last minute replacement. And also, people, what I don't want to happen is the referee pulling off a Tony Weeks. Hopefully we don't see a referee prematurely stop this fight just to say, well, there you go. Shakur gets a knockout. You know what I'm saying? Let's try to bleed that over into him and a potential Tank fight. Why? Because Turki Al-Sheikh is still trying to get Tank Davis over in the sand. Shakur needs to start glowing. He needs to become the Flash. He needs to, something needs to stand out for people to start mentioning his name instead of Keyshawn fighting Tank. You know? So he needs to go over there, do what he do with Patty and make it happen. Madrimov and Ortiz, like I said before, we cannot put on blinders. We cannot act like we see no evil, but we speak it. Y'all know very well Virgil Ortiz has faced adversity. You should be giving him the same energy that you give fighters that don't get knocked down, but you sit up here and bring up the fight that they got hurt. Devin Haney dominated dang near the whole fight, and he got hit one time in the 10th, and they want to freaking bring that up all the time. Crawford gets hurt by Gamboa. His own admission, he gets hurt. But he stopped him. But yet, Virgil Ortiz, I guess it's the Mexican style, he's been dropped several times already. And people say, oh man, one of the toughest, grittiest. You know what I'm saying? They give him all these hashtags as if he don't have a suspect chin. But then you flip it over to Madrimov. When he was facing Crawford, it was all about his decorated amateur career. Now people are saying, okay, well, he might have had his highest point in facing Crawford. Virgil Ortiz don't have the same exposure as Crawford. He's not on the same tier as Crawford. So they're trying to insinuate that if Madrimov is going to have the same, motivation to go in there and perform like he did with Crawford. Because it's amazing to me how they were saying that Crawford, some people saying that Crawford lost the fight. So Madrimov will have to be the winner. But when it comes to Madrimov, Virgil Ortiz, they're not up here stamping Madrimov as pretty much having that grand opportunity to go in here and upset Virgil, who's been on the canvas. He just went the distance with a guy who was on a knockout streak. He was on a stopping streak. You know what I'm saying? He was busting head streaks. That's what Crawford was on, from 140 to 147. He goes over here and answers the 12th round with Madrimov. And then this fight happened with Virgil Ortiz. And no one's mentioned the same thing. No one's giving him credit. They should be giving him credit. Hey, Madrimov went the distance with Bud, so this is going to be an extremely tough fight for Virgil. I mean, come on, bro. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Look, it's nothing like self-accountability, people. I'm talking to the hottest chat in the MF game. Come on now. Let's know this. If Virgil was to step in there with Crawford, he's getting stopped. Let's just be, come on, man. We don't need to grab a Bible and put our right hands on it. Man, come on, man. You know Virgil go in there with Crawford. You know Virgil Ortiz is getting stopped. Stop it. You know he's getting stopped. That's a stop with 5, 10, 15, 16, 17 P's in it, bro. You know Virgil Ortiz is getting stopped. Styles make fights. Styles make fights. So I hear a lot of you saying that Virgil Ortiz is going to have a different approach than Crawford. And that's what's going to mess up Madrimov success that he had when he fought Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Because Virgil's going to be right there in his face, pressuring him. And what are they saying already? Madrimov does not fight well off the back feet. They're already saying that. Well, guess who don't fight well off the back foot too? Virgil Ortiz. But he can, and he has shown that he can get off the canvas. Yeah, 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 yeah. That was nice. That was nice. Yeah, I did. Mm-hmm. Sure did. Shout out to Blue Hustle in the building. I did see it. Yeah, for sure. Shout out to the Wild Dog Captain Chaos on deck, man. What they do? What they do? I'm a little bit. I'm a little bit disturbed right now with Bakole. I didn't know he was still in the air. I did not know Bakole was still in the air, man. The one thing that I'm gonna keep faith in, like I said, I never seen a punk that was from the Congo. I just never seen them. When I met them Africans in the military, them some mean, prejudiced son of a. I don't know why them boys stick together for real. But for him to still be in flight, let me check something out right quick. Let me check something out. Let me do something. From. I'm gonna try to look up some information on. Let's see. Um, so the flight. Oh no, that's not it. So it's not an extensive flight. It's just 6 hours and 29 minutes, which, as a boxer the size of Bakole, I don't know if he's on a PJ or he's in economy next to the goddamn Porta John in the back. I don't know. I would hope he's in first class with leg room and everything else. You know what I'm saying? Um, but it's saying about 6.5. But I don't know if he's on a PJ or not. I would expect if he's a last minute replacement, I would assume this. I don't know how Patley the Punisher um got there, but I would think they will put Bakole in a seat where he has ample leg room because he's a big dude. He's a big dude, but they're talking about 6.5. We won't see what Bakole weighed in because we can kind of gauge if he's in shape or out of shape. It looks like Joseph Parker's in tremendous shape. Bakole is 6'6". So I'm assuming that, let me see. Let me try to find him over here. Bakole is 6'6". On Wiki, they have him at 6 feet. See how they be lying on BoxRec? That's why I check all the time. I check different sources. They have him at 6 feet on Wiki. Bakole's 31 years of age and 77-inch reach. So I'll take that back. On Wiki, they have him at 6'5", 77-inch reach. Okay, that's where they have Bakole at. All right, 6'5", 77-inch reach. Joseph Parker is 6'4", 76-inch reach. So it's really nothing to jump up for joy. You know what I'm saying? Really nothing. Parker's 35-3, 23 knockouts. 35-3, 23 knockouts. And Bakole is 21-1, 16 knockouts. Okay? His only loss was to Michael Hunter, which people love to bring up, and that was back in 2018. Since then, he is on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 fight winning streak. Joseph Parker, he recently lost against Joe Joyce via 11th round KO. He has only been stopped one time out of his 3 losses. His 3 losses outside of Joe Joyce was Dillian White and Anthony Joshua. Those was back-to-back losses in 2018. So both fighters, when you talk about Bakole and Joseph Parker, lost in 2018. That was a wild year, huh? So they both took losses. Joseph Parker took more. But Joseph Parker has the better resume between the two. You know what I'm saying? He lost to Dillian White. That's just I look, if you had me looking at Joseph Parker and Dillian White and told me to bet, I will always go for Joseph Parker. Now I can see with Anthony Joshua back then, that's different. You know. But even with Anthony Joshua, I felt that he just survived. He didn't do anything special. But let's look at some of the people that Joseph Parker's been in there. He's been in there with Andy Ruiz, Carlos Takam. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Joshua, Dillian White, Junior Fa, Derek Chisora, twice, Joe Joyce, twice. Didn't he fight Joe Joyce twice or not? No, he fought Joe Joyce once. Back in September 2022. And then, of course, Deontay Wilder and Zhilei Zhang. So, Zhang fight when he fought. Let me see. When Zhang fought Joseph Parker, Parker was down in round 3 and 8. So Parker was dropped by Zhang twice, which Bakole is considered to be a heavy-handed individual too. And Zhang is a flat-footed fighter just like Bakole. You know what I'm saying? For both of these big guys, Zhang and Bakole has punching power. But you know what? Zhang weighed in that fight? 291. So he's a little bit lower in weight since his fight with Joseph Parker in March of 2024. He's 10 pounds lighter for this fight against Aji Caballero. Okay? And then, Joseph Parker's 33 years of age, comparable to Bakole, who's 33 years of age. Both of them are lined up nicely on the youth. So this is going to be a pretty good fight. I wonder if experience is going to play a role, because obviously Joseph Parker has more the quality experience and on his resume. Yes, sir. Real talk. Real talk. Adamance is going to get turned into horse glue. Man, what Adamance do to you, man? What did Adamance do to you, man? He said, I hate Dubois and Austin not fighting. Yeah, for sure, man. For sure, man. We was looking forward to that. Shout out to Just the Guy in the building. What's good? What's good? We was definitely looking forward to that, man. Yo, they replaced another sick fighter with me. Hey, man, hope you get paid, man. And I don't know who it's against, because the card is pretty dang solid. But I'll say, if you got replaced by anybody, hope it's against Buatsi. Buatsi, man, he look like you can go 12 rounds, man. I always got to hear about people putting David Avanesian on a pedestal. And on the pedestal everywhere I go. I hope Virgil Ortiz whooped that trick. Put some respect on Virgil Ortiz's name. Okay. Look, I'm not sure. Check this out, Just a Guy. I'm not sure why you would call him a trick. because when he fought Crawford, Madrimov could do no wrong. Madrimov could do no wrong. Okay, Madrimov, they was talking about him like he was a decorated war veteran back in the day. Smedley Butler, you know what I'm saying? He had 2,200 confirmed kills. You know what I'm saying? 2,000 of those confirmed kills was hand-to-hand K-bar slashing. I mean, they was putting so much respect on Madrimov's name, like Crawford ain't did nothing in the U.S., bro. Look, it's hard to even hear somebody say something bad about Madrimov. That's how they do him, just like they did Triple G. They're like they didn't want to say nothing bad about Triple G when he was fighting Canelo. Yeah, Caballero looks good, man. I gotta say, Yang looked focused too. I would say a parlay, a good two-leg parlay would be Bakole, um, Caballero, Bakole, Caballero. That's a good two-leg parlay. Bakole and Caballero. That's a good two-leg parlay. Add a third leg to that parlay, in my opinion. People think it's tough, but it ain't. It's gonna be Madrimov. It's gonna be Madrimov, yo. Madrimov's about to go in here and crack open that Easter chin that Virgil Ortiz has been hiding and trying to put all that goddamn, all those damn reinforcements. Yeah. It's about to be Easter real soon, come tomorrow. Madrimov is gonna crack that egg wide open. Watch. They're gonna be asking Virgil. It's good to see you doing well. Take us back to the second round when Madrimov caught you with a right. Did you say to yourself, well, I seen him land this on Crawford and he took it very well, but when you were starting to come to, you asked, what happened? Did you even see the... No, those punches, the most dangerous, the ones you don't see coming. Yes, he's been in there with the legendary Terrence Bud Crawford. And I say if Crawford can take that punch, I can do it. Well, I found out the hard way. Man, Zhang, to be honest, Zhang was built in the laboratory. If you look back in Zhang's history, I guarantee you there's nothing in there from the time he was a baby to about, I would say, 17 years old. It's no history. Zhang was raised in the lab. They finally got him to a mega size and they released him out to the public with fake paperwork that only Zhang has, period. Adame's going to get turned into horse glue. That's just, man, what did Adames do to the wild dog, man? What did he do, man? What did he do? Horse glue, God dang. I don't know what Jezreel, like, what did he do? What did Madrimov do to you, Jag? Like, what did he do? And y'all going in on these freaking names, these fighters. What did they do, though? Tell me some what they did. What's the violation? MKB, to be honest, I believe Madrimov is a smarter fighter. Buchuk is the litmus test because Brandon Adams didn't get the knockdown, just lost every round. But then knocked out Buchuk when he was okay. See, MKB, I know he's gonna bring the thesaurus, the encyclopedia. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, that makes sense. All right, got you. MKB 18-0 with a lot of knockouts until Brandon Adams KO'd him. Okay. So why y'all tell me this? What is Buchuk? In I'm looking back at it. Buchuk, it's nothing bad you can say about Buchuk except, him and Virgil have something in common. We're getting hit a lot. But when it comes to their barometer of grit and aggressiveness, how they are as a fighter, how vicious they both could be. That, to me, we haven't seen Madrimov just go over there and just get hit over and over again and return and stay right in the pocket. I'm curious to know how he's going to look when he's forced to engage with Virgil right there with that present pressure that Virgil loves to give his opponents. I'm just curious to know how Madrimov is going to handle that. If he's going to be forced to separate, create space, reset, and Virgil's just cutting off the ring and it look like Madrimov's running. I want to know how he's going to respond to Virgil's aggressive style. Because that's one thing I admire about Virgil's style. It's come forward, it's in your face. I do believe he need to work on getting some injections up top, of some, to help him say, okay, when you see the hand, move to the left, move to the right, use his head movement. You know what I'm saying? I hope during this fight camp, he was staring at a pendulum, and understands how the process works with that close down in the middle, but yet how it goes left to right and move his head with the rhythm. Something. I hope he got it. CJ Rich in the building. What's good? I put a few solid weeks of working out together. We're going to get swole or die trying. Hey, man, good luck to you, man. Just don't get injured. Always warm up. Warm up is the key. Warming up is the key. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you pulling up, man. Big puncher. Shiraz is vulnerable to get dinged off. Hey, they say the same thing, MKB, about can Adames handle the power of Shiraz? That's a big question too. Shakur really be overrating himself. Yes, he's good, but none of these lightweights are great. They have a couple of notable wins, and that's about it. We ain't gonna be able to tell Blue that. Hey, Blue Hustle's gonna argue you down. Down. The last crescendo is the moon of the last crescendo. It's the moon of Let's Go Real season. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No handshake at the end for sure. Bivol Beterbiev went they merry old way. Shout out to Mike in the building. Javante Davis is a kid. He's not a man. Real man take the opportunities by being a global elite boxer. What Tank is a boxer who is just a means of money for one promoter who owns him. If he's able to make the money, that's my guy, man. That's one of the fighters. You're in the sport. If you're a prize fighter, you can't be mad at MKB when they go for the prize. I'm just saying. What is the prize, MKB? The prize is to continue to basically increase what you're worth. If you're not worth anything, why are you in the sport of boxing that you got to take full contact and freaking sparring and on fight night, bro? You got to take double the punishment, and you have one body. You don't have a pinch boxer, man. Go in there and collect data, man, and then we're gonna go back here and we're gonna link up the tubes, right? And you're gonna inject that data into me, and then I'm gonna take on round 6 to 12. Okay? They don't have any pinch fighters, no substitutes, no stand-ins. You are a single fighter that has to go for the prize, bro. You have to be smart enough to negotiate your worth. You hear Teofimo put more emphasis and get more freaking attention making racial jokes, and have black fighters up here talking about he ain't racist. I just thought that was the dumbest shit ever. Why try to sit up here and substitute? Trying to come up with a devalued assumption as to what T.O.'s doing. But yeah, he's telling you he ain't made $1 million in a fight. He ain't took on $1 million. But people up here, hey man, T.O. ain't racist. He need to stop that. Man, that's what we come to, for real. Trying to explain, somebody make a comment, man, Scotty ain't racist, man. I heard him talk, he ain't racist. But did you hear what he said, though? He ain't racist, man. You just have to cool down, guy. Relax a bit, man. Take it easy. Chill. WSUC Shakur Reebok. Yes, I did. Shout out to the OG Bruce Gas Boxing Jazz and more. Yes, sir. Yeah, he is going to have to get acclimated to the country. I think so, man. They say the flight is 6.5 hours. Man, that kind of disappointed me. He was still in the air. That's not good because I got some vested interest. I have some vested interest in Bakole tomorrow night. I did not know he wasn't in Saudi. I thought he was already in Saudi, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nah, bro. I'd be a fool to add some money on Bakole. He's still in the air. Bakole's still in the air. Yaffe, what's good? I see you. What's good, man? Tank just makes sport fan look bad because they would keep getting antagonized on these YouTube streets when they speak of fighters who actually want the glory of champion. Free thinking is all. Hey, man, you can free think, no doubt, MKB. You know, I don't have no problem with that. I'm just saying when it comes to Tank and people being concerned about his quality of opposition and, you know what I'm saying, you line that up with his appearance fee, as I want to call it, okay? Tank is getting guaranteed money. He has an appearance fee. Not every fighter has an appearance fee. That's just the guaranteed money that you're going to get as a fighter and what your worth is. Tank has established that. So if we going through our financial spreadsheet, wouldn't we say that a prize fighter should advocate for their worth above all else? That's exactly what they should do. Why would you get in such a tough, full contact sport that some fighters are stuttering and have early signs of pugilistica that leads to dementia and then death? But yet you have fans complaining about fighters and what they're asking, what pay they're asking. This is a very, very dark sport, bro. So Tank isn't the only fighter that have been paid big money and people have a problem with who his opposition was. You know, not everybody can get an appearance fee. Not every boxer has that. Some boxers go in there, they have no idea what they're getting paid. You know, they might get 5,000 this fight. Then next fight they may get 4,500. I mean, what I'm trying to say is some of these fighters are looking to get that $50,000 paycheck, and then the next time they fight, it continues to go 80,000, and then you up in 200,000. And then if they get lucky to be in a sport where they continue to advance as a fighter, they say to themselves, "Man, this is the fight I've been looking for. What they trying to pay?" You get the 2.5 million. Finally, you crack $1 million, you can pay off some bills and buy a house and all that. So, in my opinion, I think your 20s into your 30s are some of the most precious years for a fighter to try to, you know, get it done, so to speak. And that consists of you advocating for yourself and worth and going out here getting paid. Now, it's difficult for me to try to figure out if you're fighting twice a year, how much money are you really making? I'm talking about if you outside of the Canelos and the Tank Davises and you know those heavyweights and shit. I mean, heavyweights are different, but you know the Usyk and Fury, the amount of money they was paid. Oh my God, it was just sick. You know, them heavyweights are getting paid. Them heavyweights are getting paid pretty good money. Real talk. And you know another thing that comes down to Tank, you don't have a lot of lighter weight boxers getting paid a grand amount of money in the lighter divisions. You just don't see it. You just don't see a lot of them. You look at the 140-pound division. It's no real boxer down there that people bring up money first when they're talking about the champions? Nope. What about 130? Nope. 126? Nope. I mean, what divisions could we say that they're basically leveling up as prize fighters and they're getting paid a healthy amount of money? So y'all can just back on up MKB off the El Chin Checker himself. Yeah, I really don't know what Shakur is getting paid for this fight. If I was to say, well, I don't think he breaking 1 million, people have a goddamn temper tantrum on this bitch. You know, I'm curious to know what he's getting. I am. I'm curious to know what Shakur Stevenson is getting paid for this fight. I'm just curious. 3-weight world champion, Olympian, and all that. I wonder, is he getting? Is he breaking 1 mil? Is he breaking 3 million? I'm curious, bro. Big Turk has even the odds on Money and Glory. I actually like Shakur because of his accolades as a champion. Is in his soul. As long as Tank don't believe he's the best, he can be the money guy. Hey man, we waiting for the old guard to move out. You know what I'm saying? We're waiting for the Canelos, the Crawfords, the Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman is coming back fighting a dude named Jarvis. We waiting on him to go back into the repair shop and hang from the ceiling until they get around to fixing them up. You know, by that time they would have been came out with a Wizard of Oz 9, and Keith Thurman can be the 10 man. You know what I'm saying? Because he always falling apart. So who else? Beterbiev. You know, waiting for him to leave. He's an old guard. You know, you got a lot of fighters. Tyson Fury, he ain't already out the door. Derek Chisora, he needs to go up out of here. It's a lot of fighters, the old guard, that need to go, so we can move over for the new fighters. We're curious to know what the new fighters are going to be. The 160-pound division, to me, it just seems like the titles are there for the taking. If anybody wants to add another division to their legacy. I mean, even Erislandy Laura is 40 years old, 41 years old, whatever. It's time for him to go. I like Laura, but it's time for him to go, bro. Jamal Charlo, the Charlo twins, they getting up in age. I mean, we're about to see a whole changeover happen in boxing. That's all I'm saying. But yeah. But shout out to the hottest chat in the MFing game, man. I just want to stop in and do the weigh-ins. And the fight card is official. I got to get on the phone and call up my guy, Bakole. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, my dream off. I'm going to call him up, you know, chop it up a little bit and tell him what the game plan is to go in there and cut Virgil Ortiz lights out, because he's been skating. Virgil Ortiz been skating on thin freaking ice. He got over on that bull chuck. He got over. Not tonight. I mean, not tomorrow night. Not tomorrow night. It's over. Madrimov is that guy. He is that guy. It was good, Virgil Ortiz. You finally went the distance with a guy. I get it. But you're going to get exposed come tomorrow night. Absolute. You know what I'm saying? And Quinn is going to be on his knees. It don't matter what Bible you grab. It don't matter how many tears you shed. Your boy Virgil Ortiz is going to wake up to the count of the referee serenading his ass and the medics coming in there. Hey, just lay back. Don't get up. Lay back. We got an ice pack on your head. Just stay there. It's cool. You're going to be okay. Okay? Okay, just relax. We're gonna get the stool for you. Virgil's about to get exposed, man. Virgil's about to get exposed, for real. I don't want all these people that's sitting up here, you know, going for the Mexican style. The way you was highlighting Madrimov, all of a sudden you want to switch over and highlight Ortiz. No, keep it on Madrimov. Give him the same credit that you thought he was going to get when he fought Bud. Bring it all back tomorrow night. Don't be shisty like that. Stay true to the game. That's all I'm saying. Stay true to the game, bro. Give that man the credit that y'all was giving him for beating Crawford allegedly. Y'all said he beat Crawford, but all of a sudden you want to act like, oh man, Virgil just got too much experience. Then what the hell did Crawford have? What did Crawford have? I like Virgil. I mean, he has a very entertaining fighting style, but he is absolutely tailor-made for Madrimov. And the only thing I don't want to happen, I don't want to see Tony Weeks nowhere in the building. I know Kenny Bayless, thank God, holy Jesus, he's retired. But I hope Saudi did not let Tony Weeks nowhere near their ring for goddamn referee any of their cars. Don't, You know what? Let me see who the referee is for this. Let me see. Okay, it's no way to find out. Damn. Let me see something right quick. Let me see. Tony Weeks. Tony Weeks has refereed. His last fight was Troy Isley, June 2024 in Las Vegas. So when I'm looking at, he has not been invited over to Saudi Arabia. He has not been invited over to Saudi to referee any fights. Greatness. Good. Yeah. I don't see his fights in Riyadh. Nope. No. I don't see it, Shawty. I don't see it. Nor do I want him to be a judge, goddammit. I don't want him to be a judge. But he has refereed 885 bouts. He's refereed 885 bouts, but Saudi Arabia ain't won. Thank God, Turkey. Do not let this light-skinned fella on deck to go over there and referee Virgil Ortiz and Madrimov, because he will stop the fight early and look at you with straight face and be like, hey, man, you was hurt. He had you up against the ropes. I'm not supposed to let him throw a punch after that. You was hurt. Man, come on now. That's the only way I see Virgil winning. That's the only way I see Virgil winning, bro. I see Virgil winning only if it's some type of controversial stoppage. Madrimov is going to get what he learned from one of the greatest, the Omaha Monster. He's going to take that experience and he's going to go over there and put on a masterclass against Virgil, and he might even stop him. Dang, man, y'all being disrespectful. Shout out to the OG Golden. God dang, Tank is a bum. Wow. Damn, Tank is a bum, man. What's the definition of a bum when it comes to boxing fans? What in the hell? Tank is a bum. What? Not El Chin Checker now. Hey, OG, you're gonna have to put some respect on the El Chin Checker's name, bro. What's wrong with you, man? Man, we got a code over here. There's certain fighters the bum status does not apply to, regardless of how you feeling. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how you feeling, bro. But ultimately, I do have some heavy on this right here. You know? And the rest is going to be as it lie. I can't do nothing about it, y'all. I can't do nothing about it. I wanted to put some change on Shakur versus Schofield, but that is way gone now, so there's no need to even talk about it. Hey, but on the way out the door, shout out to the hottest chat in the MF and game, man. And understand this, when it comes to, your stress levels. Hey, Quinn, don't go too far, bro. Don't get stressed out, bro. Don't get too stressed out. You know what I'm saying? Hey, matter of fact, let me put this up there too, so you can already have my information. Let me see. Hey, that's my Cash App, people. That's really for Quentin. That's my Cash App right there, because he's gonna need it. He's gonna need it. Until next time, y'all hold it down. Salute to the hottest chat in the MF and game. And this is gonna be a hell of a fight card. I may potentially be on later on. I'm out. Peace.